You're listening to ThunderQuack Podcast Network.
It's 10 questions about Joe's Perfect 10, Final Fantasy XVI. It's time for a Perfect 10 pop quiz. Hey everybody, and welcome to the Perfect 10 Pop Quiz. My name is Tim Dippel, and I will be the host for 10 questions on Joe's Perfect 10, Final Fantasy XVI. I know this Perfect 10 episode aired a while ago, but I am getting caught up, so thank you for being patient. But what is the Perfect 10 Pop Quiz? It's a companion show to the Perfect 10 podcast right here on the ThunderQuack Podcast Network. Each month, Mike invites a guest on to talk about their Perfect 10. It can be a show, an episode, a character, movie, or really anything. Then you get 10 quick trivia questions and answers to see how much you know about the topic. This is a Patreon exclusive at any level, so you can head on over to patreon.com/ThunderQuack to subscribe and get a new quiz every month. Let's jump into 10 questions about this month's top 10. It's time for Final Fantasy XVI trivia. Here we go with 10 questions on the video game Final Fantasy XVI for Joe. Question number 1. While many in the series have appeared on other systems, Final Fantasy XVI is currently an exclusive for what home console? Question number 2. What video game company published and developed Final Fantasy XVI? Moving on to question number 3. Who is the main character in Final Fantasy XVI? Number 4. While previous iterations have used terms such as Espers, Guardian Forces, and Aeons, what name is given to the set of summoned monsters in this iteration of the game? Question 5. What title is bestowed upon Clive's younger brother, Joshua? We're halfway there with question 6. The game takes place in the world of Valisthea. What are the names of the 2 continents that make up Valisthea? Number 7. A recurring character in many Final Fantasy games, albeit in different types of roles. What is the name of the leader of the rebel group that seeks to free magic users? Question number 8. What are the mystical objects that are causing the magical drought known as the Blight by draining aether from the land? Two questions to go. Besides Rosaria, where Clive and Joshua are from, name any 2 of the other nations within Valisthea. Our final question, question 10. The final battle takes place against an otherworldly being with what name? A recurring name within the Final Fantasy franchise, as well as the name of an unrelated, standalone video game series in its own right. We'll give you a second to think on these and we'll come back with the answers. And we're back with 10 answers on the video game Final Fantasy XVI, Joe's Perfect 10. Question number 1, we wanted to know, while many in the series have appeared on other systems, Final Fantasy XVI is currently an exclusive for the PlayStation 5. Number 2, we asked what video game developer published and developed Final Fantasy XVI, and that was Square Enix. Square Enix, who has developed all of the Final Fantasy games, I believe. Number 3, we asked what the main character in Final Fantasy XVI was named, and that's Clive Rossfield. Answer number 4, while previous iterations have used terms such as Espers, Guardian Forces, and Aeons, the set of summoned monsters in Final Fantasy XVI are known as Icons. Number 5, we asked what title is bestowed upon Clive's younger brother Joshua. He is known as the Dominant of the Phoenix. We're halfway there. Question 6 asked about the world of Valisthea, specifically the names of the 2 continents in the world, and those are Storm and Ash. Number 7, a recurring character in many Final Fantasy games who appears in different roles throughout the series. But specifically in Final Fantasy XVI, we wanted to know what the name of the leader of the rebel group that seeks to free magic users. That's Sidolphus Telamon, aka Sid. Number 8, we wanted to know what the name of the mystical objects that were causing the magical drought known as the Blight and were draining aether from the land. Those are called Mother Crystals. We're almost done. Number 9, we wanted to know, besides Rosaria, where Clive and Joshua are from, we asked you to name any 2 of the other nations within Valisthea. You could have given us the Holy Empire of Sanbreque, the Dalmatian Republic, the Kingdom of Wallowed, the Crystalline Dominion, or the Iron Kingdom. We needed any 2 of those. And our final question, we asked, the final battle takes place against an otherworldly being with what name, a recurring name within the Final Fantasy franchise, as well as the name of an unrelated standalone video game series in its own right, and that is Ultima. Ultima was our final answer there. So there we go, a perfect 10 pop quiz on Joe's perfect 10 Final Fantasy XVI. How did you do? Let us know on Twitter at ThunderQuackPod or join our Discord channel. You can find all the information at ThunderQuack.com. And if you want more trivia, subscribe at any level on Patreon, patreon.com/ThunderQuack, to get a new perfect 10 pop quiz every month. And who knows, maybe we'll have a perfect 10 pop quiz on your perfect 10.